Our fall IHSA championships continue here on Fox Sportsnet with the girls class AA volleyball title match between the Mustangs of Downers Grove South and the Crusaders of Belleville Althoff High School. And hi everybody, welcome back to Redbird Arena here on the campus of Illinois State. I'm Mike Lederman, she's Angie Kammerer, and I'll tell you, if the class AA title match is half as good as the class A, it's going to be one wonderful night.
And I'll put my money that it's going to be quite a battle. Downers South really depends on a diverse attack. They have a lot of size, and to counter that, you're going to see Althoff coming up with big defensive saves in the backcourt and really working on their ball control.
Downers Grove won the title 3 years ago. They missed last year. They got beat in the super sectional. They are back this year despite injuries, and they have a t-shirt that they have passed out to show what their situation is. Angie, I love this thing. Downers, but not out. Give us a little background.
That's a great slogan. But if you notice on this shirt, there's plenty of other numbers that symbolize a lot of different things to the team. 90 days from day one of practice till the state championships. 8 games to win once playoffs start, and 5 coaches, 3 seniors. Every number has a meaning to remind everybody in practice what they're working for.
Well, Downers Grove South lost arguably the best player in the state in Chantel Reedus, torn ACL. They also lost their setter, and that was to shoulder surgery, but they are here in the finals, and they are built around Lindsay Filkins, number 27. She's been playing on this team since she was a freshman.
Lindsay Filkins is the glue of the team. Consider Lindsay Filkins the glue. She's the only senior in the starting lineup. Ruling the outside position, Filkins brings leadership and stability to the Mustang offense, as well as top-notch ball control to the floor.
Well, Belleville Althoff, no slouch either. They are 33-5 for the season. The coach, Kathy Crotty-Waller, they were in the state championship 16 years ago, and their coach was a player back then for Belleville Althoff. So she's quite excited to be here, both as a coach after having been in the tournament as a player. But she can't play, so who do they look to? Their big setter by the name of Emily Scannell.
Scannell comes in with a lot of confidence. She runs the offense well. She's spent the past 2 seasons as the starting setter, and she's done a great job of finding the hot hitter and running a solid offense. You can count on Suzanne Goldblack to be the one getting the majority of the sets.
All right, we'll have the opening introductions, and then we'll have all the action right here. The Class AA Championship is coming up on Fox Sportsnet. The scene here at Redbird Arena on the campus of Illinois State in Normal. And let's get the starting introductions as we go to the public address announcer here at Redbird, Julianne Bolts.
Coach Wooler has a career record of 107 wins and 31 losses for a career of 4 years. For the visiting team, the Mustangs of Downers Grove South, who enter the match with a record of 35 wins and 5 losses. Please meet Coach Denise Lazzaroni Kavanaugh. Coach Kavanaugh has a career record of 214 wins and 35 losses for a career of 6 years. Now let's meet the players. For Althoff, number 4, Sam Easterly. For Downers Grove South, number 4, Allison Carr. For the Crusaders, number 3, Melissa Meadows. For the Mustangs, number 5, Kelly West. For Althoff, number 4, Emily Daniel. For Downers Grove South, number 10, Kristen Smentana. For Althoff, number 5, Stephanie Marlin. For the Mustangs, number 11, Jessica Smith. For Belleville Althoff, number 6, Brittany Kirchhoff. For Downers Grove South, number 9, Megan McDonald. For Belleville Althoff, number 11, Laura Steppig. For the Mustangs, number 12, Carrie Sullivan. For Althoff, number 12, Sarah Renner. For Downers Grove South, number 15, Erica Gustafson. For Belleville Althoff, number 13, Stacy Larkin. And for Downers Grove South, number 24, Chantel Reedus. For Belleville Althoff, number 14, Ashley Fechter. And now let's meet the starting lineups. For Belleville Althoff, in right back, a 5'7" junior, number 1, Tess Seibert. For Downers Grove South, in right back, a 5'5" freshman, number 2, Beth Versky. For the Crusaders, in right front, a 5'8" sophomore, number 10, Lauren Scannell. For the Mustangs, in right front, a 5'10" junior, number 3, Emily Smith. For Althoff, in center front, a 5'10" senior, number 7, Emily Scannell. For Downers Grove South, in center front, a 5'8" junior, number 8, Katie Smith. For Althoff, in left front, a 5'9" senior, number 8, Suzanne Gunlock. For the Mustangs, in left front, a 6' junior, number 7, Michelle Chapman. For Althoff, in left back, a 5'9" junior, number 15, Kelly Peel. For Downers Grove South, in left back, a 5'10" sophomore, number 6, Shannon Parker. For Belleville Althoff, in center back, a 5'8" senior, number 9, Stacy Sieben. And for Downers Grove South, in center back, a 5'10" senior, number 27, Lindsay Filkins.
There are your starting lineups. Belleville Althoff, coached by Kathy Crotty-Wooler, who played here. Denise Lazzaroni-Cavanaugh, who also played at Downers Grove South, where she is now coaching the coach here of the Mustangs. We'll be back, start things off in just a minute. Well, there's the crowd here at Redbird Arena. Downers Grove will be in the blue and whites. They'll be on your right, and then Belleville Althoff on your left. Let's take a look at how they got to where they got. In the Super Sectionals, Downers defeated St. Charles, then Lockport, their old nemesis in the quarterfinals, and Mundelein, an easy match in the semis. As for Belleville Althoff, 35-5 on the season. We'll get to their road to the finals in just a minute. They defeated Jacksonville, a tough match in the Super Sectionals, then Hershey in the quarterfinals, and Quincy Senior in the semis to get to the finals here. So Downers Grove will serve first. And this is Beth Verdsky, the freshman, will put the ball in play and does. Boom, coming through right away. And Downers Grove South gets the block and the first point of the game.
That block was all Michelle Chapman, a junior, 6 feet tall, one of the prize recruits of Illinois.
Coming through was Gunlock for Belleville Althoff, and coming back the other way, Lindsay Filkins. Katie Smith, actually, number 8. So it's 2-0 Downers Grove South. And a nice tip by Lauren Scannell. Lauren, the sophomore, her sister Emily is the setter, who is a senior. And there is Lauren Scannell after the side out. 2-0 Downers Grove South.
Lauren Scannell has just really blossomed as a sophomore, bringing a lot of force at the net, not being shy about taking big swings.
Good block by Gunlock there. And Katie Smith tips the ball. It'll be point for Belleville Althoff, but it's 2-1. Lauren Scannell serving. And Vertsky trying to, they cannot do it. It is tied at 2.
Now that is such a tough serve to pass because when she contacted the ball, it didn't come off clean. It's not a floater and it's not a top spin.
Oh, Lauren Scannell keeps serving very, very well. There she is, number 10, a 5'8" sophomore. No nerves, thank you very much. 12 kills in the tournament so far, but her serving is a story early on here. Chapman coming through with a big kill for Chapman. That is kill number 1.
Michelle Chapman, an athletic specimen, touches 10-5 when she attacks the ball.
Emily Smith serving now for Downers South. Gunlock. And she is long. Tied at 3.
Gunlock had 30 kills in the win over Jacksonville.
And the serve is wide by Katie Smith. Her twin sister Emily also plays one of the hitting positions. And here is Emily Scannell. 3-3 tie early on game 1. Chapman, nice blocks. But it'll be a side out, Downers Grove. The block out of bounds.
Michelle Chapman, a fine-tuned athlete, plays club ball for sports performance, so Chapman has had a lot of playing experience for such a young player.
Nice dig by Filkins. Coming over the top was Parker. And boom, big hit. Stacy Sieben with the big left hand, and that is her natural hand. And I think she did something to her hair that's not all that natural, but it's all part of the spirit, right?
I like it. Maybe she can do my hair next.
I'll leave that alone. Now we get a side out. Downers Grove still tied at 3. What makes people do that? I had a hat like that, I guess, when I was that age.
Well, now you can look for Stacy Sieben with her left hand to come around. She's a right side player, but she likes to hit a 2 ball in the middle of the court, which really varies the offense.
Kerry Sullivan, number 12, in for Downers South. She is there on the front line as the middle blocker. And the ball is long.
That is a crafty veteran play right there. Emily Scannell, when in doubt, go for the deep quarters.
Melissa Meadows, number 3, in for Kelly Peel, number 15 for Belleville Althoff. Tied at 3. First game. Class AA championship. Meadows serving number 3. Parker the set, and bang, Filkins. Lindsay Filkins at 5'10". Played as a freshman, started the last 3 years. Parker serving. And Althoff gets the side out, Lauren Scannell.
That's called a 31 set. It's 3 feet away from the setter and 1 foot above the net.
Sieben serving for Althoff. They're on the left. Nice play by Emily Scannell over there for Belleville Althoff. Sieben keeps it alive. Parker sets it. And a nice kill for Emily Smith. Emily and Katie, twin sisters, both juniors. Well, I guess that would make sense if they're twins, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good thought.
Twins, they might have been born on the same day at the same time, but they're very different people.
I knew somebody once called triplets 3 identical twins, but that's something else. Back to action, and Katie Smith. Side out Althoff as Katie can come up short there on the right-hand kill.
Right now there's a lot of energy and sort of frantic emotion out on the court for the players in this big match.
Not a lot of rhythm yet. Good serve. Turns into a point as Tess Seibert hit that line drive that just cleared the net without skimming it.
Althoff has come out so strong from the service line, really being aggressive.
Filkins bumps it. Sieben looking for Gunlock. Sister to sister, but the kill attempt is wide. Emily set up Katie, but the cross court was out of bounds. So it's now 5-3 Crusaders. Parker back sets it, and Sullivan long, and 3 straight for the Crusaders now. They take a 6-3 lead. A bit of a surprise here early.
Well, that was a nice pass by Allison Carr. Those are the types of plays where the hitter have to keep the ball in the court.
Carr, number 4, in for Downer South. And Althoff scoring again. And Downers Grove, Denise Lazzaroni Cavanaugh calls a timeout. Her team trails 7-3. This copyrighted broadcast is presented for the entertainment and non-commercial use of our audience. Any reproduction or other use of this program without the express written consent of Fox Sports Net and the IHSA is prohibited. Well, insert your own joke there. Everybody's got the school spirit. It just takes some strange forms.
Well, right now for Althoff, this
Those
is
are Penn State colors. I'm sorry.
Hey, we don't need to rub in that loss today. My Rose Bowl hopes are slowly disappearing.
No. Angie, for those of you who don't know, is All-America Volleyball at Penn State.
Well, let's talk a little bit about Althoff. Right now, they're coming out like gangbusters, which is very unusual so far in this tournament. They've lost the first game of 4 of their last 5 matches.
And it doesn't seem to bother them. They lost in the semifinal 15-3 against Quincy, then came back and won the next 2, 6-6. So here it's a role reversal, a reversal of form. Parker sets it up for Katie Smith. Emily to Katie, and that works. So Emily Smith setting up Katie Smith with a lot more success this time. Side out, Downers Grove South.
Well, Katie Smith isn't the biggest, she's not the biggest player out there, but she really gets a mean crack on the ball.
Vertsky and Chapman, Beth Vertsky, Michelle Chapman coming back in for the Mustangs. Allison Carr goes out, as does Kerry Sullivan. Here is Vertsky to serve. Again, just a freshman. And we say she's normally unflappable, but she flapped right there. So it's still 7-3. Here is Kelly Peel back in the front row for Belleville Althoff.
Well, I think you can predict Althoff will keep going at Young Versky.
Lauren Scannell serving the set. Chapman puts it down.
I love the excitement, enthusiasm that these players show after they make a play.
Emily Smith serving for Downers Grove, trailing by 4. Downers really has not hit any kind of rhythm yet. Nice set. Gunlock. Katie Smith. And that breaks the string, so Downers Grove now within 3 at 7-4. What a team. Denise Lazzaroni has had them in the state tournament 5 of the last 6 years. As a school, they've been here 7 of the last 8. Now they get a side out, Althoff.
And I'm sure when they fell behind 7-3, she is not too happy over there at the end of the bench. She's a very intense coach.
Now they're going to call a carry, side out Downers Grove.
again, anytime the ball contacts the forearms above the crease of the elbow, the ref is going to blow the whistle.
Katie Smith serving. Down 3. And a big boomer by Gunlock. Nicely dug out by South. Set to Sieben, and back comes Lindsey Filkins. Set again, this time Gunlock. Chapman coming across. Nicely dug out by Scannell, Lauren Scannell. Longest point of the match right here. Filkins looking for room. Sieben tries the left hand again. So does Parker.
And it's good. Inside.
Scannell saved it. Here's Chapman again. This could go on all night. Filkins. Here's the back set for Sieben. Filkins. And Sieben has the answer there. Filkins again. What a point. What a point. The ball in play for a minute or more.
Fantastic rally. Every single player in that rally got a solid workout, that's for sure. And Lindsey Filkins finds a way to finally terminate for the point.
And as they come back, Chapman puts it down. So a 1-point game now. As Michelle Chapman, the 6-foot junior, tallest player on the floor, gets her kill. Gunlock, not good position there.
And after a rally like that, when your team loses, it takes a lot out of you and adds so much energy to the team that won it.
Timeout Althoff. They've been tied now. They were up 4. So there's Downers Grove South. Again, the ebb and flow. We will ebb, we will flow, and be back at 7-all first game. Score tied at 7, game number 1. Downers Grove South to serve with Katie Smith. Parker the set for Filkins.
Filkins on fire now. She's the serious element to the team.
They've scored the last 5.
Filkins, the only senior in the starting lineup, comes out very intense.
Gunlock now gets the side out. So after that drought, Suzanne Gunlock puts it down. She will now serve, down by a point.
Gunlock hasn't come out too tough tonight. She's struggled a little bit, but she has been carrying the offensive load for pretty much the entire season.
28 kills in the tournament coming into the finals. Boom, it's Filkins again. Lindsey Filkins has picked up so much of the slack. She and Michelle Chapman, as well as the Smith sisters, left by the injury to Chantal Reedus. We will show you her on the bench, number 24, the All-State, perennial All-State player who had an ACL tear in May. Pretty much out for the season, but has been playing the back row here in the tournament. And that one by Sieben, way long. It's another point for Downers Grove, 9-7 Mustangs.
Stacey Sieben that time couldn't get on top of the ball, just slapped it long.
Scannell the set. Filkins. Bumped up by Seibert. Filkins straight down.
Notice every time a free ball goes over the net, Filkins releases from the outside hitting position and goes to the middle hitting a front 2 ball.
Allie Carr having her problems. Coming in for Belleville Althoff now, Melissa Meadows will serve as she substitutes, the senior. Her team had a 7-3 lead, now has lost 7 points in a row. Parker with a good back set. And from the back line, Emily Scannell. Katie Smith Scannell sets it. And Sieben finds empty space.
That is just a smart shot by Stacy Sieben with that left hand going deep over left back player's head.
Well, Downers South knows she's a natural left-hander, but there was plenty of room there when she put the ball down. Here's Filkins. Nicely dug out, but not nicely enough.
And when you're playing against a lefty, it's very unusual, so it's tough to adjust your defense and your block to stop that southpaw.
Here is Shannon Parker, the lefty for Downer South serving. Again, it's 8-10. Emily Smith to Filkins.
Filkins playing like a true senior warrior. This is her last night of high school volleyball.
Scannell the set to her sister, and here, sister to sister. And Seibert is long. So Downers go south now with a 4-point lead, 12-8.
One thing that's pretty tough for these younger players to do is to make a defensive play and then get up and get all the way outside to make a big approach to attack the ball.
Lauren Scannell tried to drop it over, but Downers South was there. The soft stuff isn't working for either side. Sieben, nicely dug out by Katie Smith. Here's Filkins. And a good dig. Filkins again. And there's your six-pack. Just a facial right there for Melissa Meadows.
Well, that was a sweet, juicy set by Shannon Parker. Filkins.
Call it a six-pack. We'll show you the last point again.
Juicy set, right in the sweet spot.
Well,
Tons
you don't
of
see
line.
it, but you get the idea. If you're looking for the best coverage of IHSA sports anywhere in Illinois, look no further than Chicago Tribune Preps Plus. Each week, Eric Collins gives you all the scores and highlights from the biggest high school events in the state. Preps Plus, Sunday after the NFL this morning. You'll find it only here on Fox Sports Net. Along with Angie Kammer, I'm Mike Lederman. We hope you're enjoying this one. A full night of IHSA girls volleyball. Tough tournament, tough teams, good competition. AA championship won 3 games. We'll see how the single A championship won 3. Here's the AA. Downers Grove South with a 5-point lead at 13-8. Game 1, make it 14. Game point here is Lindsay Filkins. Has got 9 kills in this game. Game point coming up.
Well, Althoff has definitely started to hold back on the attack, and it's gone to tipping.
And there it is. Game number 1 goes to Downers Grove South. 15-8 over Belleville Althoff. Well, the Downers Grove South fans are cheering. The teams are going to change sides. We'll take a break and be right back here at Redbird Arena on Fox Sports Net. Well, Downers Grove South finding itself down early, ran the table with 12 straight points, or 12 out of 13, we should say, and took the first game 15-8. Althoff on the right.
It's because they haven't gotten
As
a
we're
lot of
looking at our
offense.
official, Mark McKinnon. He's the referee. And Seibert serving to start game 2. Gunlock. Downers had the answer. Back set. Good hustle in there by Parker of Downers South. Good long rally to start things off, and a nice play right away coming from Lauren Scannell.
Well, Emily Scannell was formerly a hitter. She was a hitter up until the middle of her sophomore year where she made the transition to the setting position, so she's no stranger to a big swing.
And she hit it right there. It was Emily, not Lauren. I stand corrected. And it was Emily Smith, side out, Downers Grove.
Wow, from here it looked like Smith didn't even get any contact off the hands, and her ball just went right into the net.
Well, Emily to serve now. Trailing by 1 early in game 2. Downers South won the first game, 15-8. Here comes Gunlock. And she is wide.
And there gets Suzanne Gunlock and Lauren Scannell have really struggled with the offense, and that's the difference in this match and why the Crusaders are having so much problems getting points on the board.
Filkins is on fire with 9 kills in game 1. That one goes off the shoulder of Emily Smith. And we're tied at 1. Parker sets it, and Smith. That's Katie. That's as clean as it could be.
Wow. So much power.
Katie Smith at 5'8", 2 inches shorter than her sister.
Well, we gotta congratulate Shannon Parker for such a perfect set.
This time she comes down with it herself. With her left hand, the natural hand, and Chapman jams it right down the throats of Althoff.
Michelle Chapman is no stranger to volleyball. She comes from a family, and her older sister, Tamika Johnson, plays at UCLA. And Mrs. Chapman is in LA this weekend watching her sister Tamika on senior night.
Parker to Chapman. That time she had to go a little too far to the right and had a little too much adrenaline, a little too little height. That was a tough play. 2-all. Beretsky, the freshman. And Filkins made that count. It wasn't a kill, but it had the same effect.
You can tell Shannon Parker is such a fine-tuned setter. She plays club for sports performance as well as many of the players on the Mustang team. And it really pays off down the road.
Well, Chapman and Beretsky come out. Kerry Sullivan, number 12, and Allie Carr, number 4, in to serve. Gunlock.
If Gunlock can get in a rhythm right now, while things are evened up, I really think the Crusaders can make that run they're accustomed to in game 2.
Filkins. Lindsay Filkins, kill number 10. Well, it was Downers Grove that didn't have the rhythm early. They've got it now. Side out, we're tied at 2. Parker the serve. And we get a whistle, ball on the court, so we'll replay the point.
A mistake by one of the young ball girls in the corner.
Oh, be kind.
Hey, I was one of those ball girls. I've probably done that a time or two.
Scannell, here is Filkins now, setting it up for Smith. Well, Emily Smith with the two-hand jam.
Well, anytime from the right side position you can get the ball deep down the line, chances are it's going to score because the left back defensive player is sucked in, ready for the tip, not expecting the ball to go deep.
3-2 Mustangs. And the big hit by Seibert is long, so it's 4-2. Downers Grove. Parker serving again. Now we get a carry. Double hit. Mustangs get another point.
That set was too tight by Emily Scannell. No
5-2.
saving it.
And a beautiful block. That time Kerry Sullivan got up there and stopped Kelly Peel. Althoff will take a timeout. Downers Grove up by 4, 6-2. They lead 1-0. Back after this. Back at Redbird Arena, Shannon Parker serving, her team leading 6-2, game 2 with a game in hand. And ball Ball's out of bounds. Another point. Downers Grove.
Downers Grove on a roll now.
They are.
Here we go with the Crusaders just in self-destruct mode.
You know, in many ways, they're almost like the Atlanta Braves of girls volleyball. They seem to be in the tournament every year. They only have one championship to show for it. But now they are trying to become the team of the 90s.
That's right.
They win here. 7 tournaments the last 8 years. Denise Kavanaugh has done one whale of a job. And that time, Althoff coming through with a point as Stacy Sieben there to put the ball down.
Meadows coming up big with that tough serve.
Melissa Meadows lets it go again. 7-3. Filkins out of bounds, side out, Downers Grove. Lindsay Filkins, boy, she is on a mission. 5'10", very intense player. So one of the secrets to making her good, according to a coach, is that the rest of the team lightened her up a bit. You wonder how a team can come through all this adversity, losing arguably the best player in the state, losing your setter, and they are, in fact, Downers, but not out. They are very much in right now, 8-3 with a game in hand, looking for a championship. Nice save, not quite. 9-3.
Lindsay Filkins is single-handedly taking control of this match. When she's in the front row, she's dominating at the net. From the back row, coming up huge with tough serves.
And a good kill, Lauren Scannell, trying to get her team back in it. So side out Althoff, 9-3 here in Class AA. University High of Normal took the single A title earlier over Quincy Notre Dame, the defending champion. And Emily Smith gets the side out. Very tactical efforts here by the Mustangs. Here comes Chapman and Vertsky in for Downers Grove's Mustang, and Vertsky will come back and serve. Beth Vertsky, 5'5". Take a look at her. She can, among all the trees, she is so small, but according to her coach, fast, fearless. Well, I guess those are 2 pretty good attributes. Scannell, there's Vertsky with a save. Emily Smith bumps it up. The set for the setter. Nice dig by Meadows. The rally continues. Chapman ends it. No. Yes, she does. Point Downers Grove.
Wow, Chapman gets in there driving strong on that down ball. Solid pass by Vertsky in the back row. And when you can get a good pass, you gotta get the ball to Michelle Chapman because she's so dynamic and can put the ball straight down.
Vertsky on the serve. And Downers Grove scores again. Lauren Scannell stopped by the middle blockers. And Althoff will take another timeout. They trail 11-3. They are 4 points from elimination. There's the Downers Grove huddle. Belleville Althoff, navy blue and gold. Gathering around Kathy Wooler as the Downers Grove group cheers and will cheer the website. One of my favorite things. Where do you go for all the latest and greatest information on your favorite high school team or athlete in Illinois? You betcha, www.ihsa.org. They'll tell you everything. It is an excellent site. All the championship information, schedules, records, history, it's all there. Click on www.ihsa.org and tell Scott Johnson I told you to call. And a big booming Lauren Scannell kill for Lauren, her 5th.
Well, and Althoff has struggled passing this match, which takes the middles completely out of the ballgame. You got to pass to be able to run the middles and take the pressure off the outside attackers.
Off the Seibert serve. Emily Smith, no. Point for the Crusaders. Breaks the string, it's 11-4. Tess Seibert, 5'7" junior. Loads it up. Good serve. Parker and Smith. Gunlock. Parker to Chapman. Oh, she had all the room in the world.
Wow, there was no block up, and she exploded into the air to terminate that ball.
The junior 6-footer Michelle Chapman.
She makes it look like so much fun.
Well, it is, isn't it?
It's awesome.
When they go down that cleanly, you bet. This time they go to Katie Smith. And a nice dig out by Seibert. Birdsky, Parker, Katie Smith again. And Seibert can't do it this time. Getting close.
She's blasted away. She doesn't look like the strongest player out on the court, but when you're attacking the ball, it's not about strength necessarily. It's about the mechanics of your arm swing.
12-4. Downers Grove 3 points from a title. Well, let's make it 2.
Now there's the slide attack. Denise Kavanaugh's famous for teaching players about how to hit those slides, and one of the most famous players she's taught at Downers Grove South is Terry Zamitis, who's now a member of our national team and was an All-American at Penn State.
Side out. Althoff as Lauren Scannell puts it down. There is Lauren, the sophomore, trying to get her team going. Kelly Peel is back for Althoff, playing the front row. And here is Lauren Scannell, 5'8" sophomore. Started as a freshman. Got to try to pull some rabbits out for Althoff here. Side out Downers Grove is Katie Smith.
A lot of little middle mistakes by the Crusaders. They're not nearly as solid as they were earlier today.
Katie Smith serving at 13-4. Birdsky, Parker. Another good rally here. Parker sets it for Chapman. And a good play right in the middle of the donut.
Well, that's a position on the court that's usually available. So you've got to depend on your block primarily to get those balls. And then you have to depend on your speed in the back row to run it down.
Emily Scannell serving for Althoff. Here's Lindsey Filkins. And a good dig by Seibert. And an excellent kill from Gunlock.
Well,
Her fourth.
The defense is picking up over there on Althoff's side, but that's to be expected. Kathy Wooler, in 5 years as a head coach, has only had 1 6-footer, and that's hard to believe in this day and age with the size that's coming through the volleyball programs.
Service long by the Crusaders. Allison Carr coming in for Downers Grove. She will go back to serve. The 5'5" junior. There's Allie. See those 40 aces over the season. They need 2 points for a title. Gunlock. Side out for Althoff. As Suzanne Gunlock trying to get something going as she goes back to serve.
Gunlock's played in every match, including her freshman year, so she has a lot of playing experience.
Filkins. And we got a side out for the Mustangs. Here is Parker, Shannon Parker. Again, she took over the setting job when Kelly West was injured. She is a sophomore and has done an admirable job. Sets it up for Lindsey Filkins. Smith to Sullivan. Filkins. And it is a point for Downers. So it is championship point. There's the Downers Grove bench.
Waiting to rush the court.
Championship point here. Parker to serve it. 14-5. And the whistle, side out, Althoff.
That's a good call by the referee. I saw the hands of the blockers definitely contacting at that time.
Melissa Meadows comes in, number 3. She will serve for Althoff. A long uphill climb, 14-5 and down a game. Filkins put it down, but a great dig on the back line. That was Meadows who made it. And side out Downers Grove is Sieben into the net. Once again, championship point. Is it fitting that the senior Lindsay Filkins is here to serve it? Parker! Just a little flick, and it brings the title. 15-8, 15-5. For the second time in 4 years, you got a happy corral of Mustangs. There's the scrum.
Shannon Parker, probably the best setter in the tournament, finding a way to get match point for the championship.
Oh, so subtle. You don't know you're dead till you see the bleeding right there. Downers Grove South, Belleville Althoff. Teams congratulating each other. The champs are the Mustangs. And we'll be back with the trophy presentation after this. Well, a happy bunch of Mustangs. Why not? They've just won the state championship. 15-8, 15-5. Downers Grove South over Belleville Althoff. What a record for Denise Lazzaroni-Cavanaugh. 2 firsts, 2 seconds, and a third, all in 6 years. Our Pepsi play of the match. Angie, match point for Downers Grove South.
Well, here goes a free ball, and how appropriate. Shannon Parker getting a chance to put a kill down of her own after she's the one dishing out so many sweet sets to the rest of her teammates for the championship match.
Well, that's the story here at Redbird Arena. For Angie Kammer, I'm Mike Lederman saying so long from Normal, Illinois, where the final situation, the Class A champs University High in Normal over Quincy Notre Dame and Downers Grove South, your Class AA champions. The preceding has been a presentation of Fox Sports Net. So long, everybody.